Welcome back, guys. Got my little helper again. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You little cutie pie. So I've got the cut-in all done. Been doing this morning, about last hour and a half. Definitely getting better. By the end here, I've got the technique down. Just took experimentation of the right angle of the brush, the right pressure, and most importantly, the right speed. I was trying to rush it. You know, I learned that the paint just only flows out of there so much. I did some touch-ups here because I did this wall late last night and was still honing the technique. So I came back and hit a few spots, but all in all, not that bad. I mean, I'm still not good at it. I might be good by the end of the house. I doubt I'll ever be really good at it, but it's definitely good enough. Oh man, that was a lot of corners, and all these windows had to be painted all on the inside too. Got this blind put in real quick because man, that sun pours in for about an hour in the morning. Okay, so I'm gonna take a quick break for about 15 minutes. Then I have to call Quickset because this second lock is doing the exact same thing. Now, of course, the first thing I thought was, well, it's gotta be something I'm doing. 2 locks in a row can't be defective. And then I go online and I see tons of people with this model and similar models having the exact same problem. So I'm gonna call them up and see what the heck I can do about it, because I do not feel like driving another hour and a half down to Lowe's in that rush hour traffic to get and roll the dice on another lock. But I really want that lock because it's a really nice one. Anyway, we'll have this rolled in the morning here, definitely by lunch. Then I'm starting on the kitchen because appliances come tomorrow, finally. Won't have to live out of a cooler and ice bucket. Okay, just got off the phone with Quickset. Very good customer support, I have to say. There was a problem with it, and the first one probably could have been fixed the same way. Basically, I had to do a complete factory reset on it, which just meant pulling the battery pack out, holding the button in, dropping the battery pack in, and still holding it for 30 seconds, and then once it beeps, take your finger off it, and that does a complete reset. Now, here's the thing I'm pissed at. Their instructions, their install instructions are wrong. I haven't looked them up online to see if they're any different, but they're missing one critical step. When you get to the point, if you're watching this, and you're putting in a 9/16 lock, this is very important. The instructions tell you to physically assemble it, drop in the battery pack, and it's supposed to do its door orientation check, so it knows if it's facing this way or that way, right? And it's supposed to auto cycle and then show a code on the front, either good or bad. Well, it wasn't doing anything. You drop the battery pack in and it just goes beep, beep, and sits there, and it doesn't work. They're missing the step of, before you drop the battery pack in, you have to hold down the button. Drop the battery pack in and then let go. That's how you actually start the test. And that's what confused me, because I saw online some people were saying that you have to press the button, but it is not in the instructions, believe me. So, just a case of bad writing material. Yeah, see right here. Install a battery. Make sure your door's open, install the battery pack. After a few seconds, the latch bolt will retract. No, it doesn't, because you're missing hold down the button as you install the battery pack. But it's all good now. So now I'll button this back up, set the code, and we'll be done. Now, right now, it's just an electronic and key lock. There's no smartness to it because I still don't have internet. That's hopefully tomorrow. While I was on break, I went and changed the air filters. They're these almost K&N filter foam sandwich, and they feel oiled. I don't like them. I've never been a fan of foam filters, either in home or your car. You can see how dirty they were. The little one was in the master suite. The outside there is clean, so that one's dirty, and this one's just filthy. This was out of the main return right here in the main hallway. Ugh, just disgusting. So I'm actually a fan of the basic filters. I mean, I know they got the super duper HEPA clean your whole house kind of filters, but here's the thing, we don't have an allergy or pollen problem. The returns are at the top of the ceiling, so they're not apt to be catching a lot of dog hair and stuff like that. And even though those are great filters, they're very inefficient. So your HVAC system runs a lot more because it's working harder to suck the air through. So these basic filters catch all kinds of dirt and dust, and they're good enough for me. I've used them for years with good success, and you do get better efficiency and more air handling power out of your system, but I'm just not a fan of these foam deals no matter what. Yuck, bye-bye. Look what I found. So here's the page for the install, and then the other page is for setting all your options and codes and all that kind of stuff. Down here at the bottom are the two procedures that they had me run through. This shows holding the button down. They call it the manual door handling if you put the lock in a different door. And there's the factory reset. There's nothing on the other side that says you may need to do a manual door handling. It should. Okay, all buttoned up. Set my options, set the code the wife wanted. Looks great. Could use a little more paint here, dried a little different than when it went on. It'll be close enough. Looks good down here. It'll be close enough where you won't notice it unless you're looking for it, but well, it was a little hard to paint with that big brush. I'll just pick up a little one and get that all nice and done. That'll look good when it's done. If you're far away, you can't tell. You guys can tell because you know it's there, but believe me, especially at eye level, looking down, you can't see it. So, good enough. And got the new flag painted, or the old flag painted and put on. That looks great. Everyone else's looks like crap, man. Seriously. I was worried that mine wouldn't be in compliance, but no, mine actually looks right. Everyone else's around here looks like that. Whatever they painted it with didn't last very long, but that looks good. I used Krylon. So I started to place furniture orders today. Got a bunch of stuff coming from Wayfair.com, which is kind of like an Amazon for basically home furnishings and that kind of thing. They've definitely gotten a lot bigger over the years. I almost bought the gazebo at the old place from them, but they didn't have it in stock when I wanted to order it. So I actually got that from Amazon, but they had a better price on it. Anyway, I got a whole bunch of outdoor furniture coming. 2 couch and chair and table sets, and a big 10-foot cantilever umbrella, a big hammock, a bunch of other stuff, can't remember. Oh, also stuff for the inside from there. Some headboards, and I can't remember. Got so many freaking orders. Also did 2 or 3 huge Amazon orders. And there's so much stuff, they're just breaking it up into different shipping notices. I've got stuff coming for like the next 2 weeks straight every day. Crap, forgot what else I was gonna say. Hold on. Isn't that a gorgeous view? Oh man. Whew, it's humid though. So I also tried to place a huge order, like $5 grand worth, for IKEA, because we wanted a whole bunch of stuff that we like from there. A couch, some chairs, dining room table and chair set, kitchen table and chair set, whole bunch of little stuff, plates, glasses, you know, just tons of stuff. We went there, spent hours looking and choosing and making a huge list, and they've got really decent delivery even on large stuff, 40 to 100 bucks. So I finally had my whole list complete, used the buy online option, and it is pretty much worthless. Got through the whole thing. You go to the very last page to actually make the purchase. It says, oh, one of our items is out of stock. Please change your selections. Okay, I looked and it was, I don't remember what, I think the placemats or something. Okay, remove them. I'll go buy them at the local store. No big deal. Go through the whole checkout thing again. Same deal. Different items. Do it again. Check them off. Fine, I'll buy them local. Round and round we go. It's just plain broken. It wouldn't let me buy anything. So we're gonna have to go to IKEA in Tampa and, you know, ask them, how do we buy this stuff? We wanna have it delivered. So I assume we can go there and just pay for the stuff there and set up delivery. Might cost a little more, I don't care, but I'm not gonna rent a U-Haul and spend hundreds of dollars trucking stuff back and forth. And I would need a huge U-Haul for the stuff we wanna get. As it is, we are gonna have to go this Saturday morning. I'm gonna have to rent a U-Haul trailer and go to IKEA in Orlando because the couch we want is only in stock there. it doesn't even give me the option of buying it online, and it's not in stock in Tampa. And we love the couch. It is literally one of 2 couches that they make that we liked enough to buy. And it's fantastic, super comfortable, checks all of our boxes as far as ergonomics and the looks and the material, and just trust me, I'm picky on couches, so is she. I don't like them when they're too narrow and you can't lay down on them. I don't like them when you just sit into them and you gotta have a hard time getting up, or if they're too short, too low to the ground, and you're trying to push yourself up on the cushions. Lots of couches look great until you sit on them. And we sat on every single piece of furniture there to pick out exactly what we wanted. And luckily, they had that one. The other one we were thinking about was a double electric recliner couch, which was really comfortable. Actually, a little bit more comfy than the one we picked out. However, doesn't look as good. It only comes in black, number 1. We wanted gray. And number 2, the backs on it are pretty high. So, passed on that. But we got to go all the way to Orlando, and the trailer is definitely the more economical way to go. I can tow it with the Soul here. I've gotten the same trailer for my motorcycle trips and stuff. It's only 18 bucks for the whole day. So that's a steal. If you rent even a small truck, you're paying well over 120 bucks for not too much more space. So just a tip there, if you can get away with a trailer, open or enclosed, it's a flat fee, no mileage for the whole day. Trailers are cheap. The U-Hauls are not. So the old doorbell sounded like a dying duck. Got the new one in. Instead of putting new holes in the wall, I just drilled a new mounting hole in the new unit and reused one of the old holes. Of course, it's all getting filled in and repainted anyway, and the cover hides any gaps. Let's test it out. Much better. What do you think, Chloe? And there we go. One coat and done. Actually came out beautifully. Love the color. Auto exposure is totally screwing up, but it is quite dark in here. The sun is like that way. Neither of these windows are getting direct light. This does in the morning. That never does. That faces north. So it keeps the room nice and cool, but it does look very dark in here right now. I've got to hit a little spot like that area right there. I'll do it next time I got the roller out for the kitchen. I was just a little light in a couple areas. It's just so hard to paint without great light. But I got everything buttoned up, everything cleaned up. On to the next section, which will be the kitchen. I need to at least get that trimmed out tonight. It's about 3:30 right now because I've got appliances coming tomorrow. So I need to get the spot for the fridge all done. God, I love that color combo. The dark floors, the gray and the white trim that really pops. Love it. Now we can finally move in some of the furniture and clothes. Still can't fill the closet yet because we have no hangers. Have to go to IKEA for that. We will get those Saturday. Put in the 2 new welcome mats. And I got a wall mount hose reel. I need to get some bigger anchors to go to the wall. So I've got this short hose that'll live here. It's my only hose bib on the back section, but it's just got to reach over to that door for when I do need water out here. And I'll just mount it here somewhere. I ordered a solar powered security light. It's just like a standoff and drop down light, and I'll put it outside so when we take Chloe out at night, out the door here, we've got light spilling out onto the yard and the steps there so that we can take her out, because this is absolutely pitch black at night other than the little floods on the trees, but it doesn't do you any good around this area here, seeing the steps. So that'll take care of all that, and I don't want any light spilling off into the neighbors. Hidden trash can. It's on Velcro, but you just take the bag out. Bada bing, bada boom. Today's deliveries. I'm not even gonna unbox stuff for a while. I don't have room to put it anywhere. Okay, starting the trim of the kitchen. And we're not gonna do that accent wall because it's already a cool color. It's like a darker version of what we have. It's that sun's really messing with it. There you go. So it's a good couple shades darker, but right along the same lines. I think it'll look really cool. So I'll have this done tonight. We'll be ready for the fridge going in. They still don't have my new gas range ready. It was special order. It's been about 3 weeks. They said it could take up to a month. So, I mean, they're technically not late, but this is a nice, you know, just generic electric top. Same as the one we had basically in the old house, but really excited to get a top of the line. Well, not, you know, commercial grade, but really good gas range in there. That'll be awesome. This is taking forever, man. Corner after edge after, oh. This is 45 minutes just here on all these edges and trim. Whew. Looking good though. And I'm taking out the parking blocks with a little persuasion. Had like little bits of rebar down in there, but I was able to get them out. Unfortunately, the floor is not painted underneath it, so I'll have to clean it up and just fill those holes with something. I don't mind that it's not painted, but sure wish they would have done it right. Nope, they just painted around it like a lot of other things. Getting closer. Got that side of the room all done, top and bottom. Now I just have this and over top of the cabinets to tackle. This here isn't a problem. Top of the cabinets is tricky. It's a balancing act, getting up there and then reaching way over. Gonna have to figure something out because I don't want to mess up that ceiling line, and I do have to be pretty close to get it really well. Another late night delivery from UPS. Well, it's dark, I guess it's not that late. One of 4 rugs came in, and I couldn't figure out what this was until I read the name, and it's the new 8-foot LED strips that I'm going to be building the new CO set with and using in the garage. I'll see how many I need and order more for the garage, more likely, if they work well. So the solution was to dig out my old smaller ladder from the garage, because this one fits. The new one is too big, even all the way down. It extends past the ceiling as an extension ladder. But this one barely worked. It was a chore getting it out because it was buried. All right, I am just about ready to roll. Finally, it is 10:30. Gotta crank it out. And done. It is midnight. Oh, gotta take the tape off. I'm doing all that stuff tomorrow. Oh, tired. Okay, so tomorrow we have a bunch of deliveries plus appliances. I got the fridge coming in, the washer dryer, probably not the range, and Frontier to install Fios, which should just be very quick because they had Fios here before, and I have all my old hardware, so it should just be turning it on. Not a big deal. Okay, that's funny. It shows up a little green on camera. This is not a green wall. It's just the way the camera's picking it up. That's it, guys. I am absolutely beat. Time for a shower and bed. Oh, left the wife a little message for the morning. Add some extra paint. See you tomorrow, guys.